everyone, I'm Deb Sands.
And I'm Paul Moffat. The reason we started this channel, Deb, is because we wanted to share experiences and things we've learned over the years on running our businesses.
Exactly.
And over time, we hope to use this channel to share some of our most profitable ideas, to help anyone who may have issues in their business that we might be able to provide some insight, how to handle not only the good times, but how to survive during the downturns, because we've been through several downturns. You and I have over the years.
Yes, we have.
And to navigate any other challenges. Where I'd like to start now, Deb, is how did you get started in your own company?
Okay, well, back in 1988, I was hired by a company in leasing. And then, believe it or not, 6 months later, they fired me. Like, that was over 30 years ago. So then my next stop was Pitney Bowes Leasing, and that was the spring of 1989. And 4 years into that, 1993, they decided to close down their external leasing division. So I found myself out on my own, but I did have a whole group of clients and end users I was working with. And so starting out was not a cold start, if you will. It was a warm start. But I was intrigued by the idea of working for myself. I had the clients, I had the vendors, and I'll explain more about what I do in another broadcast. But basically, I had the base to get started right away. So girded my loins, borrowed an office from a friend, got a fax machine, and got started. That was in October of 1993. How about you, Paul?
Well, I remember when you started because I knew you were with that other company. That's how far we go back. I was working with a company. I was helping somebody turn their company around.
Okay.
And they ended up not really accepting my help very well. I ended up leaving and going out on my own, and ended up taking 3 people with me.
And that was telecom? Because I know
that was telecom in 1995.
Okay.
And we started in free office space that somebody gave us some place to start, and we really started selling headphones. That was the easiest thing for us to get going with, and it made us enough money to generate the cash flow to stay in business. The next break happened was one of the suppliers that I had with the other company offered me a $5,000 line of credit because he wanted to help get us started, which was fabulous. That was really nice for me. So just really wanted to be able to help people get started. And that actually grew to a $100,000 line of credit with that company. So I would say he made a good decision.
Yes, he did.
He did that.
Absolutely.
From there, we built it up to, we were doing above $2 million a year in sales. In 2009, I ended up selling out my shares and going on to new ventures, which ended up being back in telecom.
Oh, you lost me there. You were in telecom when you started out, and then did you come out of it and then go back into it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I sold out of the company in Calgary in 2009, sold up my shares, took a year off, and then I ended up moving to Vancouver to help take over a company here, which I can go into more details down the road for that.
Yeah, that's
like you.
So basically, we started out our businesses very close at the same time. We were solopreneurs, and now we're at 30 years down the road, and we just felt we've got lots to share. Wouldn't you say that's right?
I would say that was the purpose of what we're doing here.
Okay. So what else can our audience look forward to down the road?
Well, my thought for the next talk we do should be talking about how to survive during a downturn, because we're going through some really tough times right now. And there's things we need to buckle down to. What's that?
You're talking to Alberta. We know about downturns. But
well, you've had a triple whammy in Alberta.
Yeah, but we are currently in a pandemic, and there's lots to talk about in terms of how to survive, right?
Yes. So that's what I thought would be our next talk. And then hopefully it will be how to pull out the other side and grow our businesses from there.
And I think that's going to be a good time. So till next time.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, Deb.